This low-lying...
Quinn had been suffering from a long-term illness over the last year or so.
We have about 200 kids that will run a mile this morning as well. That is so cute. All right, last question.
Before the elections.
Crews from a number of fire departments.
Resmålet när svenskarna väljer påskres.
The killing of cows has been outlawed for years.
Chris May, along with my banker from the 1920s, Gary Archibald.
The volcano eruption is creating a huge ash cloud in southern Chile.
The way I weaned my Coke, my diet soda.
I know. We're excited.
Bill, thank you so much. Have fun today.
My pleasure. Thank you, ESPN. We love you. And you're gorgeous.
So far as to be disgusted by the performance this afternoon. Apologize about that and their inability to put the puck in the net this afternoon. But a glimmer of hope at the end of the second period when the goal was scored by St. Louis had lifted the fans' spirits.
Fans are optimistic. Everyone's talking about in the basketball world how it's the year of the Kentucky Wildcats. I'm sorry, yes, can I help? Okie dokie, I believe we're getting a proposal here. What do you think about this, guys?
I think we should call your husband.
What type of questions are you asking middle school teachers and high school coaches when you're doing research?
Hold on. Yeah.
What?
Hold on. Start. I thought you were just going to, what do you do? I'm not going to answer specific questions. We didn't talk about that inside.
Well, okay, what do you do?
Yeah, well, you don't ask me a question we haven't talked about. So, well, are we live? What are we doing now? Are we taping or what are we doing?
No, we're live.
Live. No, well, then you start the whole thing over.
Okay.
Hi, how you doing today?
I'm good.
For me, really it comes down to the ends do not justify the means. One thing I'd cite is, innocent Americans. You've got, Anwar al-Awlaki was killed, and then Laurent Duvernay Tardif, who was injured, really opened my eyes on unnecessary drone usage. I also believe it breaks international law. The charter is clear on what's allowed, what isn't. I could cite former UN member Sabi Piscatelli says drone strikes, they do break human rights treaties. And in the end, I simply think there's other methods that work better here in the John Dorsey era, such as, paying Justin Houston or drafting a wideout.
All right.
One of the sisters is obviously black, the other is white.
And Maria has taken after her half-Jamaican mum with dark skin and brown eyes and curly dark hair. But Lucy got her dad's fair skin. Good on her.
Just call them niggers. Just call them niggers. As I said to them, they're saying that we can do what... Excuse me, there's obviously someone who is very upset with the governor, as you can hear.
We are moments away from the start of that town hall. As he said, you've got the gang members there. You've got about 500 people. It's going to be contentious. It's going to be angry. It's going to be very important. We're going to be going there live.
Well, we were have pretty much evacuating the building. We were waiting for the children to finish evacuating.
Watch yourself. Heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up, heads up.
Now we're going to we're not going to go make a move, but we are going to talk to Ruben Dominguez, who is on our iPad right here. In fact, I'll see if I can bring it closer up over here. Okay, Ruben, what are you working on?
And McClellan, or Jim's wife, Janet, says that she, for his, so that he would get better, that period of, lost for words here, but...
Squeeze it.
Okay, so put your hands around it.
Hands around
as hard as you can. And squeeze as hard as you can. Go, Kim. You can't break the egg. I'm serious. Squeeze it. Get those muscles. Oh, Kim.
Thank you for the warning.
Kim, it's no problem. Here, try this one. Try this one.
I'll pass. I'll pass.
I had to park my car underneath there because I couldn't go nowhere. Because I seen the tree limbs and stuff like flying everywhere. Tree limbs, you know what I'm saying? Like from the trees.
Tree limbs from the trees. Who knew? All right. On to other stories. Sorry. This afternoon's thunderstorms, there was a report of a tornado touching down in Refugio County.
here we are. Stay tuned.
Oh, my goodness.
Are we back?
Good morning, America.
We'll have to figure out what's wrong with it tomorrow.
All that lightning that's just ahead of this line of thunderstorms, a very thin line, as you can see.
In fact, what's happening is the area of high pressure, which, excuse me, Eamon, the area of high...
Da, și începem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Bun. A ieșit ceva pe aici.
You think that sounds good, right? But if this warmer air and sunshine break through, showers and storms could become strong later in the day. And there's two of me. The news starts.
Pretty much dead to feel that I am fucking alive.
Who is the Vice President of the United States?
Oh shit, Al Gore?
Initials JB. President Obama and... That's
okay.
Rice University says after some initial concerns,
It's super safe.
they'll let David keep his balls.
Oh! I'm slightly concerned by the story we just put on television. Blake, come back! Blake, come back!
So the science fair continues, and this week, everything is for the little ones. Miss Lauren is here with us, and this exhibit is going to be here this weekend, right?
Yep, it's a program we're doing for coral reef building.
The foam is coming apart because I stuck my big wrist right in the middle of it.
And what they do is they stick to one another and then they build sort of a shell.
Oh no, it's falling down.
Normal
It doesn't
coral reef
fall-
is stronger.
It doesn't fall down like this.
No, but they make a limestone coating for themselves to protect it.
Okay.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it again.
So I'm out here with Jocelyn Whitehead, who is a family friend of the male victim who was shot earlier today. And Jocelyn, what did he say?
He was like, now all I heard was saying, help me, help me. I got to pee.
Oh, that's what he said?
I got to pee.
Oh.
I'm peeing myself.
Do you know where he was shot at on his body?
I think in the side right there.
So he was shot on the arm and his leg, or arm and his stomach?
I just peed on myself.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. But
I'm wet.
no, so afterwards, can you describe to people who don't know him? His name was Michael, you said?
I think his name was
Mike. Okay, we'll be right back.
Do you smell out here what's going on?
Oh my gosh, the blooming trees.
Do you
Oh,
see
yeah?
that?
Oh, we've got full blooms out
Don't
here.
look at me like I'm crazy every time I ask you a question like
You
that.
said, do you smell? And I'm like,
Because it smells like orange blossoms.
Oh, got it, yeah.
Where did you think I meant?
I smell your hairspray mainly. I didn't want to say that.
That's the
But
most important thing I'm told.
you forced me into a corner.
That's all
so-
the email I get is all about my hair, so sorry.
At least you're-
Like you don't have any product?
Well, please don't ever touch me again. All right.
Too late.
Makes him very nervous.
That's what you get for coming out into my space.
Had a feeling. Yep.
Okay. Oh, you
It
want me
is
to-
so
Talk about weather?
Mhm.
I don't know. If it strikes you, if you feel like talking about weather.
You could do the forecast today. What do you see?
Sunshine.
And?
Enjoy Colorado.
It's gorgeous.
Changes are coming. Done.
A
Look
cumulus
at that.
cloud?
We
Now,
don't
where
know.
do I pick up Kathy Saban's paycheck?
But are you willing to try something called booty yoga?
Booty is all about releasing your first and second chakra, bringing in a lot of energy, cardio, more open.
And sweaty.
And sweaty.
Sweaty
Very
because it is an aerobic exercise.
Will you tell
Yes, Javier.
Kiki the secret is out and it's shaking all over the place?
Well, the men who are working here at 3 TV are not mature enough to handle this segment, okay?
That's why they're not invited, right? That is why they're not invited.
So they have the right idea by not allowing men into the classroom. No offense to our male viewers right now, but I imagine you're hitting the DVR button. We'll let you enjoy that downward dog.
That's a great new place out there.
April, you have to follow this. Good luck. There's no way to follow that. There's just...
More snow.
And some will be here this weekend, early next week. But first, there is a system that's moving in just in time for tomorrow morning's.
Another part of the probation is that Rambold will be required to have a sex therapist. Now, excuse me. Now, with the status of Rambold's illegal sentence, the state has filed an intent to appeal.
That was a tough story for me to read. I just want you to know that. The one
about the vagina? What do you want to call it?
I don't want to call it at all.
A coochie coo? Is that better? Just say what it is. It's just biology.
It just seems odd that that's coming out like a regular news story. It seems like...
I just did a story about the wig and penis. In case you weren't paying attention.
Put your stories together to get some things going on.
All right, Chris Matthews helping us do the math there out of Washington. Chris, thank you.
Well, Chris Wallace, but close enough.
You know what?
Here you see the clouds pushing on shore.
Good evening. Tonight I'm going to sound like a drunk.
Een overzicht uit de kranten dan.
عودة للشأن المغربي حيث نظم أمس مرصد حماية
Meanwhile, this chick is so batshit, you know. I mean, or excuse me, bat, you know what? Excuse me.
With the Dolphins, when a humpback whale joined them. Those were not the whales. We didn't mean anything by that at all.
Chris Belisario, the stilt walker. I was originally going to come in between her legs, but yeah, that's not what was not going to happen. Would not have made for good TV had she fallen over. So we're not trying to create a liability.
Car break-ins are down 28% this year, but he is urging people to keep their doors locked and to continue to communicate. In Roxborough, Omari Fleming, Fox 29 News. I'm sorry, something was going on behind me. Omari Fleming, Fox 29 News. Sorry about that.
No problem, Omari.
And as it...
Howard Stern, small badass.
Oh, all right. Are we still rolling? Okay. As you can see, some are clearly very excited about the birth of the new king and apparently in love with Howard Stern.
But he's a man in form. He was man of the match here at the Community Shield game.
Now, that's the kind of thing that you hope never happens to you in live television. But it obviously happened to Nick there. We shall go back to Wembley just as soon as Nick Collins tells us he's OK.
What happened to his girlfriend, though? Did he eat her?
I think she might have seen the light and
I think he ate the girlfriend, didn't he? The big fella? Just ate
work
it.
on that.
He definitely ate. Not Bigfoot. He did.
He ate it.
There he is. Look at him.
Oh.
Get in my belly. Get in my belly.
Okay. I don't think you can say that. No, I don't think so either.
Yes,
But you just did.
18 minutes to 6 in the morning. No one's watching.
Yeah, that's true.
Get in my belly.
Because the police chief said that this was an isolated incident.
All right, we apologize. We're having some trouble with Tony's audio at this point. We can come back to us now.
Multiple cars in the Fox 9 parking lot right now? With every car? Including mine? All right, every car in the Fox 9 parking lot, including mine, is now without a windshield.
Okay, you can imagine if this wasn't in a simulator, how strong the winds would be outside of this. This is a Category 1 hurricane, force winds right now, 78 miles per hour. This is how important it is to have a plan, to have a guide, and know your preparations. 80% of named tropical storms happen after August 1st.
And then what do you do if you do get bitten? We've only got about... Go on. What if you do get bitten? What's your advice? Oh, no!
Don't do that.
That's a really bad idea.
The best thing to do, let's just pop that there, shall we? The best thing to do is to not scratch your bite. That is the worst thing you can do. Don't worry, these are not carrier diseases
not
or
let
anything
the
like
whole
that.
box of mosquitoes out into the studio.
We should have known this.
Me and mosquitoes, we have a very bad relationship.
Yeah. Last time you punched yourself in the eye.
I have actually knocked myself out trying to get a mosquito.
That's great.
Good. Okay, anybody got any fly spray?
You knew that we would probably have a verdict today, and you still couldn't
you still couldn't dress the part for television, Howie.
What about
No,
the tie and
halfway,
the button-down shirt?
No, it's a nice try.
The glass is half full.
The glass is half full, but the outfit is half empty.
Grumpy Cat, good morning. Are you happy to be doing this interview with the Today Show in Australia? What about Mondays? I mean, it's a Monday morning. It'd be your favourite day of the week, wouldn't it? What about this new book? I mean, you've become a massive star on the internet. You must be pretty excited about the new book, yeah? Well, at least I got something out of you. I'm going to ask you what you think of the politicians, our politicians, the leader of the country first. I'm going to ask you whether or not you like the Prime Minister, Kevin Rudd. What about the opposition leader, Tony Abbott? Look at that cat. Look at that cat. It's like Jabba the Hutt. All right, this has been good. I look forward to catching up with you when you get to Australia, okay? I got to go now.
Well, here it is. Backup quarterback. Chandler Harnish throws, and Pam Oliver, wham.
First and foremost, we apologize. We're having major technical issues this evening. Therefore, there are several games that we will not be able to show highlights of. First among them is the Panthers-Bears preseason game. Matt Blanchard dropped back the pass, but Norman stepped in front of the pass, picked it off, and returned it 60 yards for the touchdown to help the Panthers go on to get the victory over the Bears 24-17. Right off the bat, the Braves came out swinging. In the bottom of the first, went something like this. Justin Upton at the plate, and wham! 22nd home run of the season. Then 3 batters later, Chris Johnson stepped to the plate, and wham! 3-run shot for him, his 8th of the year. And finally, in the bottom of the third, Brian McCann got in on the act with a swing and a drive and another solo home run to center, his 17th of the year, as the Braves go on to get their 14th straight win.
How many men have you found sitting on your couch so far?
Besides the air conditioning
It's going to happen, Larry. Just leave me
I have
alone.
something else broken. Let me call the repairman.
Call the fire department one more time.
Yeah. See, if you set your house on fire, you'd have like 30 guys there.
Start with lighting the sofa on fire, then after that, move on. It's just some ideas.
Yeah, you don't have to thank us. Right. Up next, we're talking with Dr. Laura Berman about...
You are welcome.
Like you say, Tony Martin holds all the aces in the big race. Ted Beale currently a 5-1 chance of the public comfort, Brian. It could finish up 5-2. We saw a massive gamble yesterday.
Good afternoon from the 7 Newsroom. I'm Jacqueline Felgate.
We have not gotten into the worst part of this storm yet. That is to come a little bit later on tonight. So obviously here at the College of Charleston, they're already having a good time.
I compare winter to be the Justin Bieber of seasons. It was kind of cute and exciting when it first started out, and now it's a bit obnoxious and should probably just stay in Canada.
Not really more accumulating snow, but just a biting, granular, kind of slushy, icy snow.
We're going to have people that are going to be dying over the next couple of days. We were going to be losing our heat in many of our homes. People will be making poor choices.
Reporter Kristen Thorne is in Smithtown in Suffolk County tonight. She continues.
You see a gentleman there with gas. He's trying to, what are you doing there, sir? Trying to keep your heater going? I'm sorry. Whoop. Is that Deidre? Oh, okay. We're going to take this away. Yeah.
And I said, what are you doing running? And you're saying it was really good out?
It's the perfect texture for running. Very low impact when it's dry snow, so your feet don't get wet.
Well, go ahead and keep on the run. I'm sorry to have kept you, but I appreciate you guys talking with us. All right, thanks. We've seen a lot of people out here, like you said, running, sledding, just enjoying it. One thing, oops, that can happen.
The barn was only used for 2 weeks of the year for breeding, so it wasn't insured.
Another part of the probation is that Rambold will be required to have a sex therapist. Now, excuse me. Now, with the status of Rambold's illegal sentence, the state has filed an intent to appeal.
That was a tough story for me to read. I just want you to know that. The one
about the vagina? What do you want to call it?
I don't want to call it at all.
A coochie coo? Is that better? Just say what it is. It's just biology.
It just seems odd that that's coming out like a regular news story. It seems like...
I just did a story about the wig and penis.
Well, you two should put your stories together to get some things going on.
All right, Chris Matthews helping us do the math there out of Washington. Chris, thank you.
Well, Chris Wallace, but close enough.
You know what?
Here you see the clouds pushing on shore.
Significant tornado touchdown. Now. Basement now. Let's go. Now. What?
And Andy Road's just starting to get a little wet this morning.
Yes, it is, Dave. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to be over here for a minute.
What's the matter, Andy?
Oh, nothing, John. Just thinking about a joke.
All right.
Wow.
You look like you got a little sun. You look a little red.
Oh, my gosh, to tears already. And tissue, Bob?
Hold on, Big.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
There we go. Thanks. All right. All right. Now we're straightening this out. Maybe even a few snowflakes at some higher elevations. 45 degrees. This could be the longest 3 minutes of my day right now. 2 minutes. Okay. 60 on Friday. Now we're okay. It's going to be at about 50 degrees. I have not been this lost for words in a while. Oh, my gosh. What was in the coffee this morning? Who made that pot of coffee? And we are funny. I'm sorry. I wish you guys could be part of the off-air stuff that we do, because it's really a lot more fun than what we're doing right now.
It's a blizzard. You know the commercials?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
For a blizzard?
Yeah.
You got an earpiece. Heck, the dude with the camera's scared too, man. Call him. Call them. Maybe they'll get out of here.
We're not scared of you.
Do you comprehend? I moved from California.
I know.
No, you don't know. I moved from California in 2012. My parents gave me this house, and my son wanted a dog. I bought him a dog, and I was trying to get another dog. It's not like some pit bull dog, run around, get loose.
And that little girl will be in the hospital tonight, but it looks like she's going to be okay. As far as any charges or anything, nothing's pending at this point. There still needs to be further investigation, and this is actually the homeowner. We're going to toss it back to you in the studio, Randy.
I want to ask you if you can find any reports on any dogs being loose from my house, or being loose and running around, or there is one. There was a dog fight. I got rid of it. One dog a long time ago.
Oh shit! You can't do that!
You know how to do St. Patrick's Day and make it hot. Wait a minute, where's yours, Bob? You know what? Bob made all those, you guys.
Did you do that? Whoa!
Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa!
All right, that's an earthquake,
Whoa. Yeah.
and that's a big one.
Wow. Okay.
That is a big earthquake. Obviously, we felt it here at the studio very strongly. I don't know what the magnitude is.
Needed, and then, you know, that was that.
There was no discussion about what he needed.
Okay. Well, he got your credit card, your bank card somehow, and he got your PIN number somehow.
Last year, no home away split, but this year an OPS 65 points lower at home than on the road. So on one hand, getting out of Minnesota would be a good thing, but he simply cannot hit lefties. We've seen this throughout his career. So on a contender, he'd be a platoon player, and that would hurt his value, so you've got to watch out for that.
Hang on. What's going on?
We lost the audio.
No. What's shaking?
Holy shit.
Yeah, what's happening? No, the whole room is shaking.
Yeah, the build.
Is there an earthquake?
Is there a building shaking? Should we
get out of
go
here?
somewhere?
Wow. Dude, that's an earthquake.
That was...
I've been in two. That's an earthquake.
That seems to be an earthquake.
Yeah, this is an earthquake.
A lot of people peeking up over heads there.
This is what an earthquake is, guys.
Are we good? I don't know.
Holy shit. Did you know that most of Manhattan is built on landfill?
Yes, I do know
Not
that.
on granite? And if there were like an 8.0 earthquake, then parts of Manhattan would just disintegrate? Did you know that?
I did. I'd like to not
Be
be
on one
worried
of those
about that
parts.
right now.
I'll send it back to you.
Ginger, thank you. Coming up, more problems for a troubled
Earthquake.
singer. Yep,
We're
we got
having an earthquake. Okay, it appears to have stopped.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump right now to
Look at our cameras behind us.
to the U.S. Geological Survey.
The best way to avoid these email scams. Oh, we're having an earthquake here. Whoa, this is a big one. Wow, this is a large earthquake that we just had here at KTLA. Wow.
Goodness gracious, we're not
sorry
feeling
guys,
anything
don't know
here.
if you just felt that down there in San Diego. We just had a pretty decent sized earthquake here in Los Angeles.
Let's get right on that right now. That felt very close.
Very strong.
Yeah, let's get right on that. Okay.
All right, Henry, we're going to bring you into this. You can see right now, I mean, we've got stuff kind of here falling. We've got some sort of ceiling falling from the rafters up here. All right.
Wow, live on the air with you here in the tech report. That was
we hear everybody in the back,
we
and everybody
have a couple
okay, Rich?
aftershocks here as well. Everyone seems to be okay, but there was a lot of shaking here in Los Angeles. Let's see if we can get a number on that earthquake.
Yeah, we're
that was
working
one
on
of
it too,
I've
trying to
lived
get
in
some
LA
information.
now for 6 years.
It is funny.
Whoa.
Earthquake.
Big earthquake right now.
Big earthquake.
That's
A really strong shaker right now.
Very big. You can tell we get.
That's
We're
A
looking at
strong jolt,
CBS2
and it's
seismo
still,
graph right now. This is quite a jolt.
and we
For
can
those of you
still
who are
feel it.
feeling it.
Well, we're in for another warm day in the tri-state, but it sounds like some rain is on the way. Byron?
Yes, we're hearing some shaking here. It sounds like we have an earthquake here, so I'll have to check that out here. Again, I'm just guessing, or maybe we had some brief gusty one. Is it an earthquake? Okay, so we're seeing a little shake here. It's not uncommon. We live here along the New Madrid Fault here. We're at 73 and 50, 68 and 44 here.
Number 5 takes us to an accident scene in Charlotte, North Carolina. 4 firefighters are hurt after a fire truck overturns on the highway this morning.
Can you tell us a little more of what you saw?
I sure can. I was sitting on my front porch, grabbed a beer, and fuck her right in the pussy.
Back.
Do you live around here?
Yeah. Wow, you're super pretty. You want to go on a date sometime?
We're on there live right now on KTLA, actually.
The lake here is 8 feet low. We're at Captain Cove's Marina, and this should all be water.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Jeff is stuck.
Now, following her victory speech, Kim asked her and her supporters to say a prayer for Gina Roberson, who remains hospitalized for a stress-related illness. Kim says her and Gina will remain friends and work together in this Harrisburg community. Working for you tonight in Harrisburg, Dave Marcheski, ABC 27 News.
Very, very strong. West Press in the mix, Northcote Park in the mix, and I think everyone's enjoying just how even and how good a league it is this year.
How do the Wizards plan to defend him?
They defended him pretty well when you really think about it, and ouch, that hurt.
Stay off the roads. It's better inside and not driving. You don't know what you're going to run into. You know, drive half the speed limit that you would if you are out on the road, if you have to be on the road. But yeah, I mean, cars parked in the middle of the road. We're seeing it right here all over, and just, you know, dodge those cars in the road. Absolutely.
Apparently, Aaron Hernandez did a lot of traveling there. He went to Miami. He went to California. They are curious to see if any tattoos, new ones, appeared on him at that time, in that time frame.
The Brewers came up with a handful of great... It's a great birthday present. I'm sure he's very grateful.
Bun. Ridici genunchi și braț opus. Revii. La fel faci pe partea cealaltă, da? Hai să vedem. 1. Revin. 2. Și 3. Bun. 4. Ține brațul drept. 5. Hai, Roxana. 6. Ai o problemă, îți înțeleg.
I thought nothing was ever going to knock off Jack Hoffman that incredible game, but it did.
Folks from the community of Mammoth have been Ow. Holy fucking shit. Fuck you, bug. Well, fuck that asshole. And we're back.
So far, so good there. Here's the big picture. We've all had the hiccups before, right? Cypress to Copperfield as well. 5:36, Scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms during the overnight. Compared to heavy rain, record low temperatures. Excuse me.
Yeah.
You got a good cure for the water. Yeah, we'll try that.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Oh, they left me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Be warned, police are on the lookout, and if you get a fine, it's unlikely you'll do that.
This is the season that matters, and despite the fact that they've had such a tremendous amount of success during the regular season.
Careful on that court. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Here, I'm sorry. Grab his hand. Sorry. Oh, jeez.
What?
Are you okay? Hang on. What's wrong with you, man? Sorry.
Holy.
Ed and Ann, we'll send it back to you.
What are you doing?
We'll send it back to you.
What are you doing here?
Sorry about that.
Show.
Sorry about that.
Come on.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Sorry.
My watches, Dad?
Sorry about that.
I've been trying to clean this boat here. There's a boat show going on here. I don't know what you're doing here, but...
How about if we take you up to the office, I'll get you some dry clothes. Oh, sorry about that. You okay? Sorry about that. You didn't hit anything, did you? I mean,
No, I'm okay. I don't know. No, just cold.
Back to you.
Stuff.
Oh, man. I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms. Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Thank you very much for your time. And
either she homeless or she got problems. That's the only reason why she run to a black man.
Charles, thank you for being there, man.
It's not possible that it wasn't rigged. For once in my life, I happen to become that sucker.
Oh boy. Griffin has filed a police report. He's thinking about suing. I'm sorry, it's just the banana, the image. While police are looking to see if there was indeed any fraud, the carnival game has been shut down in the meantime.
Poor guy.
I know, I feel bad, but it's just the banana. It's such a sad sight. You know, he's walking with a stuffed banana.
It's a sad sight, all right. Albert, what's the weather going to be like?